Sawubona, sawubona mngani. Welcome back to Mama Tando's isiZulu classroom, where learning isiZulu is fun. isiZulu simnandi indeed. In this video lesson, we will be learning how to count objects using the number 7. In isiZulu, the adjective always comes after the noun. For example, if you wanted to say a tall tree, you would say isihlahla eside. The word isihlahla is the noun and de is the adjective. Are you asking yourself what is esi then? Well, that's the prefix for the adjective. We'll get to it soon. In this particular case, though, we will be using a number to describe the noun, and so our adjective will be a number. You will see two words. The first word will be the noun itself, followed by the number. To say 7 fathers in isiZulu, we would say obaba abayisikhombisa. The word obaba is fathers or dads. And then the number isikhombisa is there, but it comes after a prefix. A prefix is made up of 1, 2, 3, or sometimes 4 letters before the word. A prefix you might be familiar with in English is un, unwind, unpack. Un is a prefix. In isiZulu, there are prefixes as well. We said 7 fathers are obaba abayisikhombisa. The letters aba, ABA, before the number isikhombisa, 7, is the prefix of the adjective. The prefix of the noun and the prefix of its adjective never ever change. If a word starts with o, its adjective will always start with aba. But now we've spoken of obaba, we've spoken of aba, and we've spoken of the actual number, isikhombisa, 7. But what is that y between the prefix of the adjective and the adjective itself, the number? That y is playing a very important role. If the y was not there, let's remove it. We would have aba isikhombisa. Ooh, we've just broken one of the biggest rules in isiZulu. We cannot, and I tell you, never, ever, ever have 2 vowels next to each other in isiZulu. So, we either blend the vowels together to give us another vowel, or we separate the vowels with a consonant. So how do you know which consonant to separate these 2 vowels with? If the second vowel is an I, then you will separate with the consonant Y. But say you've forgotten. Say you've forgotten that it's supposed to be a Y, and then you are writing it and you're like, whoa, I just made a very big blunder. I may not know how to separate these, but I do know that this is just not right. I can not have 2 vowels next to each other in isiZulu, like book in English or read in English. No. Then read it a couple of times in in that wrong state that it is in. Read it a couple of times to yourself right now. Abayisikhombisa. 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 Did you hear that? It kind of sounded like a y sound. Abayisikhombisa. As you are saying the words, trying to smoosh them together, you hear yourself making a sound like y, y, with that I. And so that is one little hint or clue or help that I can give you to remind yourself which consonant, ungwaqa, to put between these two vowels to separate them. Now let's get on with counting objects using the number 7 in isiZulu. I will give you the noun, which is the object we will be counting, in isiZulu, translate it into English, and then give you the full phrase, as in the noun and the number adjective. Let's start. Abantu, people. Abantu abayisikhombisa. Now you try. Omama, mothers. Omama abayisikhombisa. Now you try. Imizi, homes. Imizi eyisikhombisa. Now you try. Amehlo, eyes. Amehlo ayisikhombisa. Okay, this is just weird to think about. A seven-eyed monster, maybe. Okay, that makes sense. Now you try. Izandla, hands. Izandla eziyisikhombisa. Ish. If it has 7 eyes and 7 hands, I wonder how many legs it has. Okay, focus. Now you try. Izimbali, flowers. Izimbali eziyisikhombisa. Now you try. Izinja, dogs. Izinja eziyisikhombisa. Now you try. Izinti, sticks. Izinti eziyisikhombisa. Now you try. Now we get to the funny ones. There is a group of words that start with the letters UBU in isiZulu. Those words are said to be not countable. You cannot count them because think about it. Ubude, tallness, ubufishane, shortness. How can we count that? But there are a couple of things that we can count, like ubuso, a face, ubuhlalu, beads. But the word itself, ubuhlalu and ubuso, the word never changes, whether you're saying one bead or 10 beads, whether you're saying one face or 10 faces. The word stays as it is. Ubuhlalu, ubuso. So let's make an example with ubuhlalu. 7 beads. Ubuhlalu obuyisikhombisa. Now you try. Now we get to words that you just cannot count at all. No matter how much you are trying to force it, you just cannot count these ones. These are words that start with UK, UKU, UKW. Any of those words, you just cannot count them. Because think about it. These words are called gerunds, verbal nouns in English. And we just simply cannot count them. The word to see in isiZulu is bona. Bona. And if I'm changing this and making it into a gerund or a verbal noun, in English it would be seeing. So from see to seeing. In isiZulu, we would move from bona to ukubona. How can we count that? We cannot count seeing. And so we cannot count nouns that start with those prefixes UK, UKU, and UKW. Well, Mgan, what you can count though are all the other groupings of nouns that we have looked at. And now you know how to count them using the number 7. Isikhombisa. Khomba. Khombisa. Well, Mgan, that's the end of this lesson. Please make sure that you watch the other video lessons teaching you how to count in other numbers in isiZulu. And don't forget to visit my website, zululessons.com/isiZulu classroom. You will find lots of videos and worksheets and other interesting activities that you can do there and crafts too. Ngiyabonga mngani. Sala kahle.